We have a very special guest here with us today. This is Miracle, the therapy dog. She's joined by her handlers, Bill and Kathy Shen. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
We are so happy to have you here. Miracle, we have followed her story a little bit over the years, celebrated a big anniversary this year. Can you talk about that?
6 years of volunteering. She's
Yes.
a certified therapy dog, 6 years, and we're closing in on almost 2,000 hours of volunteering.
Incredible, incredible. So can we talk a little bit about what it takes to become a therapy dog?
There's a lot of training. With her training, we went through puppy obedience, adult obedience, and then we had to go through canine good citizenship. And then we started the therapy dog training.
Okay.
So it was a long process, but very worthwhile. It's just wonderful.
A lot of work put in on all fronts, right?
Yes.
We're fortunate that we have a therapy dog in our building often, and a handler, Jesse Hartman, here through WAGS. So we get to experience some of that joy as well, and it's always really special. As I mentioned, we followed a little bit of Miracle's journey over the years. You said 2,000 hours that she's
Almost,
put
we're
in?
closing
Almost
in.
2,000. What does this service entail? What all work is she doing?
She goes everywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
as you know, we went to Uvalde twice. We go to a lot of assisted living, schools, places like that. We take her to a Grace Hospice. Probably one of my most heartwarming stories besides Uvalde was we took her to a memory care unit some years ago, and she normally doesn't pull when she's on her harness and everything.
Yeah.
And she wanted to go to see this woman who was sitting in the corner in a wheelchair, and her eyes were open, but she wasn't responding.
Oh, goodness.
And the nurses said, you know, she won't respond to Miracle, and Miracle was insisting. So she went over there and she put her head in the woman's lap, and the woman started petting her.
Oh my goodness, that's incredible.
And the nurses were crying, we were crying.
Yes.
Yep.
And how special that you get to experience that along with her, and,
Absolutely.
and that you're a part of that. You mentioned Uvalde. You guys have visited there twice after the mass shooting at Robb Elementary. Can you talk a little bit about that experience?
Well, we went down the first week of school
In August.
in August, and it's a 22-hour drive down there. And we break it up into 3 days because we don't want to keep her in the car more than 8 hours and getting out and walking around. But it really, she gives us so many great experiences. You know, she leads us. And then Kathy was pretty insistent on taking the trip again at the last week of school, and we saw the changes that the kids had gone through.
The positive changes.
Yeah, there were a lot more smiles. We worked with a lot of the kids, a number of the kids who survived the shooting. They had one of the boys. They had a big ABC on national news on him too, and it was just touching to see him and how he interacted with Miracle, and it's just a good feeling. And really, we were trained also because so much of the energy from us is transmitted into the dog, and vice versa.
And she's hiding by just snuggled up by my feet right now. This is amazing. This is like very calming. But really quickly, just how does it feel to be part of that, making an impact like you did in Uvalde, like you are at the hospice centers and all over the community?
It really, like I said, she gives us more. When we go out with her, it's just a wonderful experience. We've met people that we would never have met before. We've done things we would have never done before. It's wonderful.
Yeah, she's just snuggling on my feet. This is amazing.
Come on.
I might have to have someone fill in for me for the end of the show, but we are so happy that you could bring her by. And
She has her own trading
oh,
cards.
she does.
And this is for your family and your kids.
Oh, thank you.
And she has
oh
she's got her own Facebook page, and you can follow her on Facebook.
Oh goodness. Okay, so we find Miracle on Facebook. This is so cool.
It's Francis Miracle. That's her
Francis
Facebook.
Miracle.
Francis
Okay.
Miracle.
Okay. Well, we will find her. Thank you so much.
Thanks
and
for
thank you
having
for
us. Thanks for
sharing
having us.
Miracle with us. She's very
Thank you.
special.